Hey guys, so we're in Manchester, just checked into our room. Not a bad little room actually, this one. Liz is happy. So the guys are downstairs just going through the athletes meeting and getting some food. We're going to get some food right now, go talk to some of the guys. There's a lot of nerves going around, big talk of some big lifts this weekend. So we'll see what happens with the action tomorrow, but we have a full show going ahead as well. It's going to be an epic day. I'm looking forward to it. Lots of new faces to look forward to see and really find out if what they're doing online is going to cross over into peaking for comp day. So I hope you enjoy the video. Let's take a look at how these boys are doing.
I am joined by Gabriel Pena.
First time outside the North American continent.
And we're so happy to have you. How are you feeling?
I'm ready to go. The travel over here was a bit lengthy and long, but
you literally arrived today.
I arrived today right at noon. Yeah, right at noon. And I was supposed to arrive at 6 a.m., but some international travels got delayed. But we're here. We're here. Been eating, chowing down. Just getting ready to pull some big weight tomorrow.
Yeah. How are you feeling for the deadlift?
Feeling pretty good.
Do you have like a plan with the weight jumps, or are you just going to see how it feels?
So far, the biggest weight that I've pulled from the ground has still been 1,000 pounds. So I'm really set on leaving here with a PR.
Okay. Well, that would be a big PR.
That would be a big PR, and of course, the pulling contest would be phenomenal on its own. But my goals are to hit the 1,000 and to hit the next one after.
Okay.
We'll see how the body's feeling after that for the world record attempt, but we're ready to go.
Awesome.
The engines are firing off.
My awesome client from Ban Pad Thai has made sure Auntie Lizzie and Uncle Ozzy have been fed well tonight, so thank you very much for that. If you're in the Manchester area, make sure you go and check it out. We have the one and only Cushy Stoltman, who is obviously deserving of that kind of introduction. See the driver for Mr. Luke Stoltman here today. What jobs do you have? Manager,
feeder,
mother, feeder. Without you two, we would be pretty useless, wouldn't we? What are we doing today?
I would be useless, yeah, I would really.
So competition day, guys. We had a good night last night. Had a long chat with some of the guys. We chatted to Maggie. He's always good for a bit of a natter. But today is comp day. Everyone's serious. Everyone's focused on some big numbers. Pavlo is convinced he's going to pull 505. Lots of the guys looking big and strong. It's going to be an exciting day. It really is. I mean, there's a lot of new faces at this competition. Not so many of the sort of big names that we've seen in the past, but lots of future stars. I think it's going to be an epic show. We're going to go down to the arena. We'll have a look at some of the events. I'll kind of go through the events so you guys know what to expect. We'll try and get some chats with some of the athletes, as long as they're not too, in the zone. And it's going to be a good day. All right, we're backstage with the one and only Terry Hollands. We've got a hell of a lineup today. It's a bit of a different lineup, lots of new faces, but we've seen from videos and former comps how good some of these guys are. Do you think the 505 is going to go today?
I don't personally think it is. I mean, I've got to be honest, I think it's maybe 470, is that the jump, 470, 475?
Which is still ridiculous, let's be honest.
I think we might see that, a couple of people do that, but I can't see the 505 going.
What about £1,000? How many guys do you reckon to get that?
I think, well, I was sort of trying to work it out, and obviously there's a couple of guys with a few little injuries that perhaps that would have been capable of it, but I think there's probably still 3 or 4.
Which would be pretty insane anyway, just to
unbelievable,
see.
Yeah.
You think Andy Bolton, the first man ever to do £1,000. Now we've got multiple guys that are capable in the competition. I think it's going to be exciting. I think the whole comp will be really good as well. Your buddy Adam Bishop looking really good. Do you think he can win today?
I definitely think he can win. I think, for me, I'm more excited about the show than the deadlift. I think that the show's going to be amazing. I think, for me, top 3 will be Bish, Evan Singleton, Novikov. Brown, I think, was fit. I think he would have had a chance too, but he has carried a little bit of a niggle. But I think that's what I see being the top 3. How that falls, I think that deadlift event is going to be crucial. So I think because if Novikov and Evan only hit maybe the 425, potentially maybe not even hit that, and then Bish goes on and does the 455, that's going to be big points.
I agree. I think I picked the top same 3, didn't I?
Yeah, we did.
It's hard to pick an order. I'm interested in seeing Pavel do the whole show.
Yes.
I've heard a lot of good things. Not really had the chance to see him in a full show, so I'm quite excited about that. What's next for you?
I mean, for me, obviously doing some stuff here. Next week I'm refereeing UK's Strongest Woman. It should be good. It's nice to see. I think they've got TV for it as well, so that's fantastic. And then the week after I'm over at Brian's show in Colorado, so busy few weeks ahead.
Keep him busy, awesome, mate. Thank you very much. Cheers, buddy.
No worries, mate.
I don't want to tell you on camera how I feel.
Are you nervous?
No, I'm thrilled and excited and shitting myself. But it'll be fine.
We'll look after you.
Yeah?
Yeah, Loz is going to get you into your soup.
Oh, is
I said I'm going to sit and watch.
Yeah, I know, I heard.
You never know, I might help.
To be honest, I'm looking forward to you watching more than helping.
It's going to be fun
Knowing
to
that
watch.
you're sat there.
Yeah. It's going
I
to
glide into my suit.
give you motivation.
No, my suit's probably too big for me.
He sat down but over exaggerated to lean down, so he was like right next to my face when he went.
How are you feeling today?
Strong. I'm ready to go. I'm excited.
I've got you as my winner for this one.
Well, your money is pretty
Is my
safe.
money safe?
Yeah, your money's pretty
If
safe.
he doesn't do any mistakes.
Oh.
If he bribes the referee, well.
Make sure I get all those stones up.
Yeah, I'll let you get
As long as
some
the judge
advice
doesn't
on
make me hold every single rep with a Viking press for like 5 seconds. Actually run out the clock.
Yeah, come.
Just give me the deadlifts that I earned.
Just lock it out.
This guy.
None of these soft lockouts, you know.
All you got to do is lock it out. Just lock it
It's
out.
all in the hips. This guy likes to follow my page, and every time that I don't have something that's like 100% locked out before I drop it, he leaves a fucking comment every single time.
He's refereeing his training.
Yeah.
You should do that to everyone.
I'm just like, you know, I'm just getting it in there.
I wouldn't have given you that.
I think that's brilliant.
It's got to sink in there sometime.
Kind of hard to do.
Eventually. It will eventually.
What events are you looking forward to today?
I'm looking forward to deadlift because I really, really, really want 1,000 pounds.
Who doesn't?
Well, I hit 400 for a double and then 420 for a single last week. Felt strong. Now I have a week of deload, so
I'm good.
I think it's there.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to fight for it, but I think it's there. And really looking forward to the Viking Press. I like it. It's a fun event.
The carrying drag can be good for you as well.
That's going to be a really good event for me. It's just that chain is miserable.
Yeah.
Fries your hamstrings.
Have you tried those farms as well?
Yep.
They're pretty nasty.
I wanted to get my hands on those because they're different.
Yeah.
And if you have too wide of a pick, the farmers, as soon as they come off the ground, they come in and hit your legs. And that fucks with your start. So I wanted to get my positioning with that right, but I figured that out, and now I'm actually really confident.
I think it's really good events for you today, so
Yeah.
definitely going to be a good show.
I'm hoping to pull the win.
Who do you think is the biggest opposition today?
From my opinion, it's either Novikov or Bish. They're both really, really strong, and these are good events for both of them.
Consistent performers, aren't they? So.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck, buddy. I really do think you can do very well today. So
Thank you.
let's go smash it.
еще хочешь потянуть, да? Хочешь еще потянуть, да?
Easy money, let's go. Yes, that's what I like. Andy, let's go. Andy, let's go. Andy, jump in. Andy, jump in. Andy, jump in. Andy, jump in. Let's go. 360. You're first up, that's why. Ready, come on, go. Let's go.
Посмотрите, равномерно. Твоя сторона слабее. Вот это, да.
Get you in, brother. Final warm up. Yeah. Beautiful.
Good.
Молодец.
Лео, такое не делай, когда я уже подхожу до чего.
You could just do a sort of, you
Went
know,
too early.
pretty raucous, like.
It's happened so many times in my life. Went too early. Tonight's just another fine example of that.
Right? Ready?
Tell you what, boiling.
I can't believe all these years I've waited to do this. This is
You must
such
be
a
dying in that.
massive
Mate,
help for people who's
hot
made this
man,
television.
rig.
Ready? Okay, so who here's the English? Irish, Scottish, Wales.
With Dale, Mr. 3D Strength himself, he is coach to Andy Black and Gav Bilton. How do you think the boys are going to do today?
I think today is going to be a good test result for the likes of Andy because he's only had a couple of days to prepare. So sometimes not being able to mentally prepare sometimes can actually help.
Yeah.
Because you come in to just sort of enjoy yourself.
He looks nervous, but he looks like he's going to have fun.
Yeah.
And he's got the kind of character that can get the crowd behind him as well.
Yeah, 100%. I think with Gav's only had a couple of weeks to prepare, but Gav's on the cusp of really being a regular Giant Slide now. He's been invited to the show numerous times in a row. He's obviously done a couple of World's Strongest Man, so I think it's time for him now to kind of step up to the plate and really show what the bull's made of, you know? I mean, that's very important. Like, just put a stamp on it for both the lads.
Starting to get that experience now of competing at this level, and that's what he needs.
Yeah, after the Royal Albert Hall, we made a couple of mistakes which can be easily adjusted, and you're talking like little tiny mistakes, lads, and you'll know from experience how being on this stage sometimes you can kind of get caught in the heat of the moment. Just do something daft, not putting straps in the right way, not warming up enough, warming up too much.
It's going to be interesting today because obviously you weren't at the Royal Albert Hall.
No.
It's got you looking after him today, so hopefully that really helps. Keep his head focused. What about the rest of the comp? Who are you looking forward to seeing?
I'm looking forward today to watching Pavlo deadlift, of course. There isn't. I think Pavlo's going to be the best man to try and crack the 505. But also I'm looking forward to seeing Adam Bishop and Evan Singleton have a really good battle. Of course we can't forget about Alexi and the other guys, but I think with the events, I think Evan and Bishop are looking really good to take the podium.
Interesting. I mean, I've said the same. I think most people I've spoken to have said the same. The one thing I am looking forward to seeing Pavlo do the whole show.
That'll be interesting. I've actually watched him compete at the Arnold Duo.
And he won every event.
And he won every single event.
Yeah, so
so it's not like he's never done a strongman show before, but how do you go from not just competing in, like, no disrespect to some smaller kind of shows to
this level,
that thousands of people
coping with the pressure of the audience,
right.
The heat in there in the arena is boiling, and just kind of things like that. People, and one thing you just mentioned there, we were looking at the start list of the deadlift. The time that they've got to wait between their last warm up now and getting out there.
40 minutes since Andy pulled his last deadlift and he's first up. You're not going to struggle with keeping too warm, like you're going to be
no, I said to him, just make sure
you're not going to cool down.
Just make sure you're staying hydrated, keep moving, he'll be fine. But it's all good learning experience for these guys. I think it's going to be an awesome battle.
It's good as well, seeing some of these lads from the UK really step up against some of these world-class established athletes. Because we're even forgetting today we've got Roundlo Hitler here.
Yeah.
How often do we see Roundlo at a Giant Slam event? Yeah. It's not very often, is it?
No.
I know he's carrying a little niggle, but he's dangerous.
Yeah.
Big Kyle and Roundlo,
there's no weak guys. I said we could have a list of guys here that all pull 400 kilos.
That's mad.
just crazy high standards.
And we talked about it 10, 15 years ago, that was world record or close to.
Yeah, well, I remember watching Zadrunas win a Super Series back then with 360 kilos.
And you've got guys now who are all capable of pulling 400 kilos.
The champ walking in. He's ready to win again.
Are you ready?
I of course ready.
You're gonna smash it.
Today I show this.
Right, let's go and see these guys get in, and then they're starting the deadlift. So obviously they're starting with the deadlift today, but they've got 5 other events, or 5 events in total to focus on. One of which is the Viking Press. This will be set lower for the guys when they're competing. It's up on the rollers now to get it out there. But obviously we've got 3 huge logs here. In the hand, it's going to be 160 kilos. The guys, just the same as at World's Strongest Man, will have to face out from the machine, which is a little bit harder. This kind of facing away from the machine suits the guys that are a bit stronger in the shoulders and triceps, whereas when you face the machine, you get a lot more leg drive into it. So it'll be interesting to see how that affects some of the guys, how they've been training. But the Viking Press, 160 kilos for reps, is going to be a really good event. So we also have the front hold today, which is the hammer holds. These are 30 kilos. The guys are going to have to hold them out in front of them for as long as possible. Just a mental toughness type event. Who wants it the most? Strong shoulders obviously help, but you need that endurance. My tip to these guys is cheat as much as they can. Don't put it down until the referee says that you've got to put it down. Event 4 is the carry and drag. They've got the 160 kilos in each hand farmer's walk. These are long, big, massive implements with nasty small handles. I've seen a lot of guys tear their calluses on these type of farmer's walks. And then they go into the chain and anchor drag. Tends to suit the taller guys that can get that chain up a bit higher and then use that body weight to drag. But nice fast event, as long as they can finish these farmers, because they are brutal. As always, finishing the contest on the Atlas stones. These stones are the lighter set of stones that the guys have. Giants Life have a lighter and a heavier set, so we're going to expect some really fast times. It's going to be tough though. They've obviously got the deadlift, all the other events first. They're going to be fatigued. It's exceptionally hot out in the arena today, so it's probably the smart choice to have the lighter stones, a little bit safer. And we just want to keep making sure, particularly after this deadlift, where when you go into this level of weight on deadlifts, it really takes a lot out of your body. So you don't want then guys suffering as the day goes on. Nice fast event. Tom Stoltman's the world record holder, but we've got a lot of good stone lifters here. Don't think we'll see any world records broken on them. A great way to finish the event. Atlas stones. The Giants Life crew, particularly behind the scenes, they're a well-oiled machine. You can see it all out here. As soon as the deadlift is done, the guys will be in, getting everything in place. They work really fast, and the arena shows are extremely fast-paced, much faster than, say, well, I mean, any other show that I've been to, but World's Strongest Man is done over weeks. This is 5 events, bang, in 3 hours, done nice and quick. The athletes that are not used to that may suffer today.
Oh yes, cross 400, very comfortable. It's like the expected minimum effort there. And our next athlete, there's an enormous amount of buzz on this young man. He's got a brief word with Eddie Hall.
Yeah, everyone pulling 400 kilos easy so far.
Who's the most impressive?
Bish looked really, really good. Evan looked fast. Makarov made it look easy. I'm looking forward to seeing Pablo lift now. But there wasn't many that struggled, to be honest. It's going to be an impressive deadlift.
He is something special. 2 years away from it. That is it. And there's a lot of men who could well join the 1,000 pounder.
Andy, that was amazing.
Yeah, buddy. Alexei Novikov, I enjoyed that. I know he did tremendously. The T-Rex, Evan Singleton, next on the platform. Truly remarkable effort. Great to see that passion from both Novikov and Singleton. Gabriel Pena goes next. The set a fighter. The way you took that ball for around 4 or 5 seconds to lock up. And he's going out to the crowd already. Absolutely.
This is crazy.
From the man representing Mexico, and it's just called flight. Wow. With the 453.5
I have never seen deadlifting like this before. This is just ridiculous. 5 guys so far pulling 1,000 pounds. Fucking good work, man.
I've got out of position as well. Just monged it.
Ivan Makarov is missing this weight. He's going to skip this weight. We're going straight to Pavel Nikolevsky.
Hey, I'm Andy Black. Follow me on Big Lozzy's channel.
But in all seriousness, you just hit a big PB, didn't you?
Yeah, 15 kilo. Happy with that.
And you had a crack at the 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, had a wee pull at 1,000 pounds.
Came up.
Came up.
Stuck at about the knees, was it?
Yeah, get that next time. Get that next time for sure. Give them a reason to invite us back next year.
Yeah.
Yes, 455 would have been the score. But it wasn't. Next time.
This will be the 3rd biggest lifting competition ever.
Let's go, Makarov! Come on, Makarov! Let's go! Come on!
Ladies and gentlemen, we will go.
Do you know what he needs? More hypertrophy.
Well, he's been training 2 fucking years.
That's all he needs, more hypertrophy.
Give him another 2 years.
That's what we said with his already, he just needs a little bit more.
Yeah, he needs more shoulders in him. You're a bigger version than I was when I started. Like, I could move with weights, and strong legs, but no shoulders. And you just need to kind of get that, and it just takes time.
You've got it coming up.
Yeah, we're creeping.
It's 2 more years. That doesn't mean you're going to be shit. You know, you're going to destroy loads of people. But 2 years' time, you're going to be a fucking freak. You'll be going to World's Strongest Man to try and fucking win.
I'm going to get a jack. So I think
You're going to get what?
everyone's getting the jack, you know, the multi-ply. I've got a single play.
Yeah, but this, you're only just starting, don't worry about it. We're fine. Do you know what we need to work on more?
Upper back.
And overheads.
Some shoulders.
In all fairness, your deadlift's not really that bad. You just ended tonight in possibly the most in-depth deadlift competition ever known to man.
Yeah, any other comp, you fucking win it.
Yeah, like you've come, you and Kevin come second last in a competition where everyone pulled 1,000 pounds.
Is that what those two?
No, mate, don't worry. It's like doing a 180 log and everyone else has done 200. You're like,
You're shit.
You're shit. Away we go. Are we going to see it, lads?
Yeah. One of the most. 505 time. Wow. 505 kilos now. 2 guys attempting it.
Who else is attempting?
Both of them.
Ivan.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them are.
The temperature.
Who do you think of both? Who do you think of both?
He's going to step up to fight
that last one.
We're no longer to break this world record.
The same speed as you. 5:05 now.
5:05. 5:05.
They work to get that managed.
What he did was so phenomenal. It is
You won't be able to get down.
I wouldn't be able to get down the bar if they put me into the suit that time.
Legs down, hips low. All legs up in a fantastic block. He was doing picture perfect form. Nobody's ever done that like that. Look at the face. Look at the determination. Come out of the
Well, it was still an absolute masterpiece.
So another exciting event there, the Farmer's Walk into the chain drag. Really great performance from Andy Black. Evan Singleton getting the win there, putting an incredible performance in. A really exciting last heat between Adam Bishop and Pavlo Nakanichny. Pavlo went off like a train on the Farmers and was going fast with the chain drag, but he was just so keen, he kept falling back. Adam with that experience, nice and steady, getting ahead of him and taking a win between the two. I think he took second place overall. But Pavlo showing that he's not just good at deadlifting. I give that guy a few more years, a bit more experience actually competing in these shows. He's going to be an exciting prospect to watch.
Leader after 2 events, Evan Singleton. Evan, I do not know how you stay so fired up for so long.
Anger.
Yeah? After a competition, do you go home and collapse?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My body completely crushed to the point where once I get back in the hotel room, I'll put my trophy down on the stand, I'll take a nice warm shower to loosen everything up, and then
bam.
Bam.
And how many days, weeks does it take you to recover?
From a competition like this, pulling 1,000 pounds, hopefully winning, so pushing the pace the entire comp, it's going to take about 5 days for me to get over it.
Yeah.
And then I have tomorrow, I'm flying out of Manchester to go home to prepare for the Shaw Classic. I'm going to be wrecked when I get home.
Is that in 2 weeks' time, the Shaw Classic?
I believe so. It's the end of August.
Yeah. Are you impressed with our young Andy Black, Click?
My voice is almost gone.
Yeah.
Well, he almost got that 1,000-pound deadlift and I'm jumping up and down. Buzzing for him. It's just nice to see the crowd's reaction to him as well.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I knew they'd like him.
Yeah. I mean, we've had some other Scottish guys, like Albert Tom and myself, come on and that way, and you got that good a reception, but it's actually to see Andy kind of come and smash the deadlift, smash that load in Farmers and chain. Just don't get too strong because
Yeah. We're not done yet.
No, but it's genuine. I'm stoked for you, man. It's just good to see some more Scottish guys get out there.
And I'm sure you've inspired a lot of Scottish guys, you and Tom.
Paved the way, haven't they?
Yeah. Cookies for everyone. Sinead and Cushy very kindly went out and got us all Subways. Everyone's happy. Mark, do you have 12 inches or 6?
It's only 6.
It's only 6.
You know, it's more.
Oh. Gav, event leader so far.
Yes. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
What is Sorbo? And on next lifter, how much did he enjoy that? Let's give a word with Singleton bloody forever. Give your support, show your appreciation for the mighty WLP. Thank you all for having me. WLP, ladies and gents, just the storms to come. Right, oh, wonderful. Look at this, guys. We have the scores after 4 events with 1 to go.
There we go.
Close up and intense. Shot up the stones.
Oh yeah.
Evan's got a 2.5 point lead going into the stones.
Every last bit of what is inside me right now is going into stones, and after that, then out. You drag me to the podium. Like, just toss me on top, and then I'll be alright. Fuck, dude. Seriously, I'm not even blowing smoke. Best person to ever do my straps. Ever. Ever. Seriously.
We had this conversation, didn't we, while we were so good at it in the car on the way to Liverpool?
What?
Remember, we had this conversation while we like straps.
Yep.
What are you talking about?
Well, just between friends.
What happens in the what was that? Mercedes stays in the Mercedes.
Sorry. I know strongmen are perverts, it's fine.
Oh god, yeah, we're all a bunch of sexual deviants. Especially him.
Congrats on the huge PB on the deadlift.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's good. I think probably 470 or 465 would have been there today.
Yeah.
It's just a shame we didn't have that option, you know.
There weren't many jumps, were there? So you had to be.
But I get why they wanted to get up to the 505 and that.
Of course.
Yeah. So a lot of guys split points where I should have had a couple more. But in my day, still £1,000 up. I can't complain too much.
Yeah. Good day at the office.
You're very ready there, because I'm the bright just about to throw down the camera. You gotta go. And let me tell you something. For 1 minute, that I am going to stand in front of a 6'6", 30-stone man with a 70-stone touch. Very much miss. Come on, Rano! Come on, Rano!
Я тебе говорю, тебе Марков нужен, ко мне сильный.
Counting the ball, still leaning at this shows the muscles, guys. Let's see them. Not slowing down, but he's got
Awesome.
That was awful. So Evan, the prediction fairy was right.
Yeah, fuck you, big loss.
Well
He
done.
predicted I was gonna get second. Fuck him.
That's Uncle Loz to you. It's Uncle Loz to you anyway.
It's legends on.
Get it, man!
Second admission, and the winner, England, Singleton! Thank you very much. We really appreciate your support. Thank you guys. This was magnificent.
While you're here, guys, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my awesome strength content.